Our nationwide manhunt currently underway for a man from Michigan in prison for murder. Michael David Elliott slipped through a fence at the Ionia Correctional Facility, carjacked a woman to get away, and now he's on the run.
7 Action News investigator Heather Catallo joins us live from the newsroom. And Heather, how could this happen?
Well, that's the big question. Schools have been on lockdown and people in northern Indiana have been told to stay inside. That's because police just recently found the Jeep in that area that Michael David Elliott had carjacked earlier. Now the U.S. Marshals, Michigan State Police, and fugitive apprehension teams around the country are on his trail. Michael David Elliott had spent the last 20 years in prison, serving 4 life sentences for 4 murders. But last night, Elliott escaped from the Ionia Correctional Facility. Michigan Department of Corrections Director Daniel Hines says it appears Elliott created holes under 2 fences to flee.
He was dressed in kitchen white uniform. I think the color had something to do with his ability to foil multiple security devices, interior and perimeter fencing.
Hines says Elliott carjacked a woman in Ionia. When they stopped for gas at this gas station in Elkhart, Indiana, she escaped. He later ditched her red Jeep in a parking lot in Shipshewana, Indiana. Elliott is 40 years old, 5'8" and 165 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. New surveillance footage shows Elliott wearing black fatigue pants and white tennis shoes. Now questions are being raised over why a convicted killer was kept in a level 2 prison facility instead of a maximum security level 5 lockup.
Look, we have a lot of prisoners here doing life sentences in the state of Michigan. We don't have level 5 beds for every single one of them. There was nothing in this man's institutional record that would indicate that he was a particular threat. Up until last night, he was doing his time.
The daring escape in Ionia is prompting top leaders with the Michigan Department of Corrections to review all of their safety protocols, including those here at the Detroit Reentry Center.
Tight security is needed and necessary.
Carrie Carter has lived near the MDOC prison on Detroit's east side for years.
We all need to come together as a community and just be careful, and always, to me, I always pray. Hopefully nothing will happen and he would get caught.
That kind of concerns me. That kind of scares me.
Brianna Marion says most people in her neighborhood near the prison don't worry too much about escapees, but they do try to be smart about security.
I guess just take extra safety precautions, keep my car locked, doors locked, just basic stuff.
Michigan State Police say even though Elliott used a box cutter to abduct the woman, she was not harmed physically and she is back in Michigan now. Police are also saying Michael Elliott should be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, do not approach him. Simply call 911. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.